Good morning, boys and girls. This is Miss Ramsey. Today's lesson is for Monday, March 23rd, and we are going to start this week off talking about point of view. Before we get started, I want you to go click and watch the video. Seriously, Cinderella is so annoying. This is going to be our mentor text for the week, so if you haven't heard this story, or even if you have, go back and watch the video and give it a listen. Then come back, click on this video, and watch for today's mini lesson. So our I can statement for today is I can define point of view. What is point of view? Point of view is the author or character's perspective, opinion, or viewpoint. It's the way that someone views, looks at, or feels about someone or something. It's a belief. So today I want to teach you how to determine point of view in a fiction text. Our mentor text this week is Seriously, Cinderella is so annoying, and this is a fiction story. It is not real, and it's based on a fairy tale. So readers, when we see point of view in a story, it can come from different people. It can come from a character, it can come from an outside narrator, it can also be in a nonfiction text, it can come from the author's opinion or perspective. So when we're looking at fiction texts, we want to know that different narrators can tell us about the same event in different ways. So let's think about our mentor text. When you have seen the movie or listened to the story of Cinderella, you know that in the classic original fairy tale, Cinderella's stepmother was absolutely a horrible person, and she treated her so much differently than she did the stepsisters. But as we are thinking about our mentor text for this week, the stepmother has a completely different point of view. She sees Cinderella as annoying or the problem. And so they are telling the story differently based on how they feel about the situation. So if the narrator or the person telling the story is a character in the story, you're going to hear words like his or her. You're also going to see words like I, me, my, or we. Those are good indications that a character in the story is telling the story. So go back to our mentor text for today. Click on that video and see, is this story being told by a character in the story, or is it told from the perspective of a narrator? Now, a narrator, when they tell the story, they're not a part of the events that are happening to the characters in their lives. They're going to tell the story in a way that describes the character's thoughts and feelings. And you'll see words such as she, he, they, him, and her when the narrator is not in the story. So to make sure that you guys have a really good understanding of what we're doing this week, I want you to go back to our mentor text, and I want you to do something for me. I want you to tell me the author's point of view, the narrator's point of view. Is the narrator a character in the story, or is the narrator someone who's not a character? Tell me that. Then I want you to tell me how they feel about the story. What is their perspective, opinion, or viewpoint? And I want you to go back to the story and find some text evidence to tell me how you know they feel the way they do. And then I want you to tell me about your point of view. You've heard the story of Cinderella, and now you've heard this perspective in a different way from the evil stepmother. Or we don't even know she's evil because that might be Ms. Ramsey giving you her point of view. How do you feel? Do you feel like this is the truest version? Was Cinderella really an annoying person? Or is Cinderella's version true and the stepmother, really, the wicked stepmother, really the bad person in the story? So I want you guys to do that for me today, and then upload your work, this page. You can either copy it down into your notebook, or you can take a screenshot of this and type on it however you want to get the information to your teacher. Upload it to Seesaw, email, or just keep it in your notebook and we'll check it when we get back to school. All right, boys and girls, thanks so much, and we look forward to grading your things soon.